What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to talk about the ICE shooting in Minneapolis, where this young lady over here lost her life. I mean, it's unfortunate and it's sad, but the circumstances were completely avoidable. And at the end of the day, you play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes. No one deserves to lose their life, and it's sad when situations like this happen. But the reality is, I do not understand what people think is going to happen when you pose a threat to law enforcement, especially a deadly threat. I know the internet has its well, it's not really just the internet. It's mainly the people on the left side who hate Donald Trump, who hate this administration. I know they're trying to push the narrative that she was just trying to get away and then they shot her. But all the camera angle videos of what happened show that she hit an ICE agent and she unfortunately paid the ultimate price for it. Now, I don't this isn't anything to celebrate. This is nothing to be happy about. Obviously, anyone losing their lives is just unfortunate and if avoidable should be avoided. However, I do stand by law enforcement and I do stand by our public safety officials to staying as safe as they can. They have families too. They want to go home too, and they are tasked with the responsibility of keeping law and order in this country. And I don't understand why grown adults and sometimes even if you're a teenager, like this is not rocket science. Bro, if you if you give a cop any reason to believe that their life is in danger, you're gonna find out. Like, for real. They have weapons, they have guns, and you're not gonna get away. Assuming you manage to assault an officer or even worse, like, end their life, you're gonna get caught at some point. And if you do not surrender peacefully from those officers that are hunting you down, you're gonna share the same fate. And that's just it. This isn't a game of tag. This is not like, oh, you got away, see if you can come get me, and if you find me, like, you better not. No, bro, like you better chill. You honestly should have never you should start from the beginning and not even do no dumb shit. But if you want to play this game, bro, like you gonna find out. But unfortunately, like this girl found out the hard way. Like, rest in peace, but nah, like I don't think she's the victim because she's not. We got video, bruh. We got video. Let's look at the camera angle and we're gonna talk about it. Like, bro, what? People tripping. Hell nah.
We've got several videos showing the moment that an ICE agent fired his weapon in what ICE says was self-defense. For more on that, let's bring in Carrie Urban, Fox News legal editor and former counselor to Attorney General Bill Barr. Carrie, good to have you with that right now.
Bro, look at that. This guy right here gets out of his car or truck, whatever. The girl is in this car right here. Goodman or Renee. Her name is Renee Goodman, I believe. But all right, you got homie right here. He's saying, like, stop. Like, there's a video with audio somewhere out there. She's detained. Like, stop. And also, She's interfering with these ICE agents and their operations. They're doing something right now. I don't give a fuck if you do not agree with what they are doing. You can protest on the sidewalk. You can make your voice heard to your government officials. You can post things on social media. But for you to physically get in the middle of, like, in the way of them doing something, bro, you are now committing a crime, and now you're detained. Now they got to investigate who you are, what are you doing, and then etc., bro. So like, you shouldn't even be angled in this position in the first place. But anyways, all right. He tried to open that door. You saw that. She's backing up. All right, she's backing up. I'm 100% like, well, just watch right there. This guy just the ICE agent right in front of him just shot her. He got hit when she drove off. Now, if anyone's driven a car before, for one, you don't even really got to break it down this bad, because in general, if you're being told to stop and you remotely drive a vehicle in the direction of a cop, even if you're turning to avoid hitting them, that cop doesn't know that. They can't read your mind. They don't know that. You can turn the wheel just ever so slightly and the car moves completely in a different direction. That car was turning right, but she could have easily swung that wheel to the left as hard as she could and just blasted him. He doesn't know her intentions. So he took a shot and it hit her, obviously, and then she crashes into that
That's
other
number
vehicle
one.
that's
You
parked.
see the agent who was in front of that vehicle. Here's number two. Let's watch this. There's no audio on this, so just watch quiet as we watch this unfold as well. That second one harder to see. It's from across the street.
Bruh, there's a third video that they're gonna play, and that one is a little bit more. It's a little further away, but it's better to see that officer get hit by the car. And again, all I'm trying to say here is you can't do that. Dude, it's that simple, bro. You can't do that. I don't get folks, bro. Like, there was a time in my life growing up, before my brain fully developed and I understood the world better. There was a time where I wasn't a fan of the police either. And I thought that this country was against us, and it was just a bunch of bullshit that I was being fed. But you're you're a young-minded kid. You don't know any better. You really don't know how the system works. So you get influenced with all that shit. With what I'm trying to say though is there was a time where I didn't like the police and I was almost against them. Actually, I was against them. I was like, that whole saying "fuck 12," like, yeah, they're pigs and all this bullshit. Like, yeah, I was riding that wave too. But bro, even as a jit, I knew that if I ever got caught doing some bullshit, because if I wanted to be on bullshit and break the law or or give the cops a reason to stop me, I lost. I lost. Done. Handcuff, jail, bail, court, all that shit. I knew that is what would be next. Never in my life would I have, oh, I'm gonna beat his ass, or I'm gonna show the cop like, bro, I'm not gonna try him. He got a gun. And guess what? Let's say I win. Let's say I beat him, even with his gun. There's gonna be like 1,000 more coming. Choppers, SUVs, cars, all of them folks, bro. Like, I'm not getting out of that. and then the charges and all that's gonna come because I had to they had to utilize that many resources to get my stupid ass apart from the crime I committed, bro, I'm screwed. Bro, you knew that. It does not make it that is not hard to understand. It is not. And as a kid, I knew that shit. So it just pisses me off. And honestly, I just don't understand how grown adults how that hasn't clicked to them. They think this shit is sweet, bro. This shit ain't sweet. These people got family too. They got to go home too. They got things to take care of too. They're doing this job because they care about their community. Sure, are there some bad apples in every field, not just police, every field, in the medical side, in this type of line of work, in every job, there's bad apples who end up making the rest look bad. But 99.99% of everybody that does these jobs are good and they're just doing their job. People just don't agree with it. But again, I don't understand this shit sometimes, bro. This baffles me. But anyways, so this next clip shows a little better angle of the cop getting hit. I'm gonna try to slow it down.
We have a third video that we also are cleared to use.
All right, right here. Look closely. It's right here. I'm gonna play it though.
Now as well, let's take a
Look.
look at
Boom. That's this person right here is the ICE agent. That car just hit him.
this one from a higher angle, and you see this is the car after the shooting as it plows into two cars that were parked.
Bro, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I got more things. I'm a hold on, let me get them ready for you. Let's see. This okay. All right, so this is JD Vance addressing the situation. Okay.
So this is the headline. I'm just going to read it. Outrage after ICE officer kills U.S. citizen in Minneapolis. Well, that's one way to put it, and that is the way that many people in the corporate media have put this attack over the last 24 hours. And I say attack very, very intentionally, because this was an attack on federal law enforcement. This was an attack on law and order. This was an attack on the American people. The way that the media, by and large, has reported this story has been an absolute disgrace, and it puts our law enforcement officers at risk every single day. What that headline leaves out is the fact that that very ICE officer nearly had his life ended, dragged by a car 6 months ago, 33 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive about somebody ramming him with an automobile? What that headline leaves out is that that woman was there to interfere with a legitimate law enforcement operation in the United States of America. What that headline leaves out is that that woman is part of a broader left-wing network to attack, to dox, to assault, and to make it impossible for our ICE officers to do their job. If the media wants to tell the truth, they ought to tell the truth that a group of left-wing radicals have been working tirelessly, sometimes using domestic terror techniques to try to make it impossible for the President of the United States to do what the American people elected him to do, which is enforce our immigration laws. The President stands with ICE. I stand with ICE. We stand with all of our law enforcement officers. Somebody send...
Yeah. Couldn't have been said any better than that. And it's true. It's true. And anyways, people can spin this however they want. They can convince themselves that this was unjust and that she didn't deserve it and all that. Bro, you fuck around, you go find out. And that's the motto that I'm going to live for the rest of my life, because it's true. If you're told to stop, you stop. If you're told to get out of the car, you get out of the fucking car. If you're told to, like, bro, if you're told, you're told. That's it. And if you think that you were treated unfairly, then you'll have your day in court. You do have, bro, there is a process for all this. It's not hard. It's not hard. You know what is hard? You know what is hard? Because again, this isn't something to celebrate and this isn't something to be happy about. But what is hard is how your family is going to feel now that you're gone. How, if you had kids, if you had a husband or whatever, like just your family, your mom, your dad, whoever, anyone that your friends, like these people are going to miss you. You're gone. You're done. That's it. You had one spin at life and you chose to spin it this way towards the end of your, like, I think you were like, I think it says right here how old she was. She was 37. Bro, you lived 37 years. You this was avoidable. You did not have to do this. There's no reason. Look at this young lady, man. 37 is still way too young. Way too young. Like, it's so unfortunate. Like, I couldn't. This would never be me. Never. Even when I was a jit and I didn't like police, I would have just took the L under the chin like you're supposed to. Like, bro, hell nah. And look at this. This other video I got up here. This weenie over here. You don't address anything ever. But once a situation like this happens, you get out on stage and you talk to the citizens like you actually care. Fuck out of here. Look at this.
Of federal actions in the city. Here's how local and federal officials are reacting to that deadly shooting.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense.
Because it was.
Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is to ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's very clear that this individual was harassing and impeding law enforcement operations. Our officer followed his training, did exactly what he's been taught to do in that situation, and took actions to defend himself and defend his fellow law enforcement officers.
Now, protests are erupting around the country. On the left side of your screen there is New York City, and on the right side, Minneapolis. And that is where we find CBS News correspondent Usher Curate.
Protest for someone who was interfering with law enforcement operations and lost her life because she wanted to hit an officer with a car. And maybe in her mind it wasn't, let me hit him with this car, but you did that. That's what happened. Like, what? You lost your life. It's unfortunate. What should have happened is how these people are protesting. I don't really agree. No, not really. I don't agree with people protesting on the streets and causing traffic jams and stuff, because at the end of the day, that's still not peaceful protesting. People have to go to work. People have to pick up their kids. And when law enforcement has to get involved, or sometimes even in worst case, you have to send the National Guard to get people off the roads. That's not protesting. Now you guys are committing crimes. There's just too many of y'all. It's too many, excuse me. It's too many of y'all to all go to jail. But what people need to do is protest on the sidewalk. Have your signs out there. Do it from the second the sun rises to the second the sun sets. Like, it doesn't matter. Do it all day. You can protest. People can see what you're fighting for, whatever. Like, do that. That's peaceful protesting. No assaulting people. No punching, no nothing, no spitting, no nothing. Just state your claim and how you feel about an issue peacefully. That's what people need to do. And that's what this lady should have been doing, because this lady was interfering with ICE agents for a reason. She obviously does not agree with the Trump administration sending ICE agents out there to do their job. And the last thing I'll say about this, because this video is reaching 20 minutes and nobody ever watches my video in its entirety, is when it comes to ICE agents and all that, like their operations and what they're supposed to do, I am Latino. I am Peruvian and Honduran. I was born in Miami, Florida. But where I'm trying to get at is I am a part of the Latin community. I 100% stand by ICE agents doing their job. That does not mean that I hate my people or whatever. That just means, bro, you are here illegally. If you are here illegally, they have a job to do. Now, I'm not here saying, how would I word this? Because to some extent, right, like in a perfect world, everyone that knows they're here illegally would turn themselves in and then get sent back, and that's how the system would work more effectively if that's what would happen, but that doesn't happen. What people need to understand, like if I hypothetically, right? This is what I'm trying to say, I guess. If I hypothetically was here illegally and I've been here illegally and I'm going to choose to remain here illegally, for whatever reasons, maybe I make good money and I'm sending money back and I'm providing for my family here and stuff like that, or maybe I have family here who are legal and I'm just illegal, whatever personal reasons you have for wanting to stay here. But I'm aware of the situation and I'm aware that they're out there. Bro, you have to make peace. I would make peace with the possibility that I could get caught. And once I get caught, I'm going to get sent back. And I'm probably never going to get a chance to come here anymore. Because if they have to get you, if they have to find you instead of you turning yourself in, you lose every possibility of ever coming back here legally. So all I'm saying is mentally accept that. If you're going to do this shit illegally, just accept that. And then do your thing. And if you get caught, you get sent back. Don't fight it. Don't be upset about it. Well, I mean, you can be upset about it, but don't fight it. Don't resist. Just go with the motion. And that is what it is. America first, gang. Like, damn. Anyways, that's all I got to say about this video, about this topic. I'll probably make more videos once more information comes out, but that was it. Like and subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I appreciate people who listen to me. I've been gaining some subscribers slowly but surely, which I 100% appreciate everyone who's subscribes to my channel. I'm still going to do that $100 giveaway for once I hit 100 subscribers. I have not forgotten about that, and I know a lot of people who don't really. Again, because I only have like 86 subscribers, so I know like some people are like, what, like, but there was like 4 or 5, no, like 6, 7. I don't even know. There was a couple videos ago, a while ago, months ago, I said once I get 100 subscribers, I would give away $100. So I'm gonna keep my word on that. That's $100, bro. That's 100 onions. So, anyways, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate